Chosen ones, this is your confirmation that they be hella in our business, trying to pry, trying to be like trying to overhear, trying to listen, trying to be nosy. They be up in our business, and we know that they do. And it's very obvious on when they do it and how they do it. But listen, you see, one thing about being a chosen one is that you're very different amongst the rest of your peers, amongst the rest of your family, amongst the rest of your friends, and they don't get you. They really don't get you. And sometimes they want to like overhear conversations that you're having with certain people or whatever the case is because they want to pry into your business. They want to know what you're thinking. They want to know what's going on. It's like when they could have given you that common courtesy and given you that privacy and that respect, they could have, but they chose not to. I had a moment where earlier, earlier I was having my therapy session, and we had this call via Zoom. So I'm sitting at the table with with my family, and what happens is, I'm like, this was a day where I was having my therapy session on a different day because this is the week of Thanksgiving. So we had to switch the days around, but I had forgot because it was off routine, right? So I'm getting the message. I'm like, oh, I'm like a few minutes late to my session. Let me hop on Zoom real quick. So I had to immediately get up from the table and go over to my room. And then my sister goes, okay, well, let me go grab my laptop. And then as I'm putting myself together, I'm sitting in my chair at my desk. And usually what will happen is when she walks out the room, she will close the door. Now, this time I didn't check. I'm so busy focusing on trying to like get one track mind and trying to get focused on putting this, getting on Zoom, that I didn't recognize that she did not close the door, nor did I go close the door. So I'm like 10 minutes into my session, and I had noticed when I started talking about the people that were sitting in the other room, I'm like, something feels funny. I feel like someone's listening to me. I turn around, that door is wide open. The place that we live is very small. The walls are thin. They probably heard the conversation, and it instantly made me uncomfortable. So I go close the door and I come back and I'm like, I'm not sure if they heard that. But one thing I will say is when I got off that session, they were acting funny because they overheard what I said. And it's like, if they wanted to give me that privacy, she would have closed the door when she walked out because common courtesy. But it's something about them wanting to hear what I had to say, wanting to pry into my conversation, wanting to pry into our business because it's like we don't tell them certain things, so they have to just overhear and listen. I'm telling you, these people cannot be trusted. You can sit there and laugh and kiki with their face, and they still are doing you dirty behind your back. I felt it in my energy.